back to my channel. Today I want to talk about snacks for your stockpile in your prepper pantry. I will be touching on healthy snacks and not so healthy snacks. In this video, first I'm going to start out with different types of nuts and some dried fruit. The first thing I'm going to address would be walnuts. As you see the package on the right, this is a large package of walnuts. Now, these can be stored for a certain period of time. Be sure and check the best by date on the back of the package. I keep my nuts a little bit longer than the recommended time frame. You can tell if a nut, whether it's a walnut or a pecan, whatever it is, you can tell if it's rancid, if it's not any good anymore. Those can be fed to, if you have squirrels, a squirrel feeder, they can be fed to squirrels or other animals that might eat nuts. It will not hurt them. So I keep on hand for my family in my prepper pantry walnuts and also pistachios in the shell. I have a few bags of each, and we do rotate. We make sure and use the oldest first and put the new ones at the back of the pantry. These are a great snack. It goes great on salads. You can put them in muffins. You can even crush them and put them in biscuits if you want. Obviously, the pistachios in the shell would need to be taken out of the shell. You can put them in any type of dish that you would like to have this nut in. Again, it's a great snack. It can go with things. It can be by themselves, and it's a long shelf life. The next item would be the dried cranberries. I keep these on the shelf. When I get the bags of the dried cranberries, I do put them in mason jars because I do not like to store anything in plastic. So all of these will go in mason jars. I use the half-gallon mason jars. Some are amber color and some are clear. I write down what it is on the label that can be dissolved on the top of the jar. I date it, and obviously I put what it is. You can tell what it is, but I put what it is. I do not use any oxygen absorbers whatsoever with dried cranberries or the nuts. I just put them in the jars. Again, I rotate. The newest one goes in the back, and the oldest one is used first. Now let's move on to things that are not as healthy as dried cranberries or pistachios or walnuts. Just candy. It's a comfort food. I have a variety here that I keep in my prepper pantry just in case someone might want a cherry sour, an orange slice, some jelly beans. In a situation that we might be in the future, it could be a challenge to find these items, the nuts and the cranberries, but also the candy. You can put hard candy wrapped, and put it in jars. I do leave these candies in the plastic container that it came in, so the bag. You can put them in a mason jar or package them however you would like. I have tried to put orange slices in a mason jar before. They ended up sticking together, and it was just a big mess. So I decided not to do that anymore. It's a cool, dry place, but somehow they just stuck together. In this video, I have cherry sours. Those are always good. It can be used in a variety of ways. You can actually put them on ice cream. You can put them in yogurt. You can eat them straight out of the bag. You can put these inside a brownie mix and it has a different twist. It makes a different twist for that brownie. You can also put in a brownie mix or a cake mix, you can put orange slices, jelly beans, any type of soft centered candy. I have chocolate that I can break up and put in brownies, and I do have a video on Texas Brownie Bites, and I put a soft centered candy in the middle of this huge, it looks like a cupcake, but I call it a brownie bite. And that way, when someone bites into the brownie, it has a soft center. It could be caramel, it could be a cherry sour, it could be a chocolate covered cherry. There are so many things that you can use this candy for. If you run out of sugar, this is a way that you can have different flavors of sugar. I have seen people come along to the coffee bar that I have, or tea, and they put a cherry sour in their tea. I've never tried it, but it's something they like to do. I've seen them put jelly beans in there, and it's hot tea, so it's almost just like putting sugar in there, a different flavor. They put orange slices in there. You can add the walnuts and the pistachios and the dried cranberries to a large tossed salad. It's a nice cold dish for a hot day. I have actually put dried cranberries and other dried fruit in a watermelon that I have sliced up, and I have it makes a boat, you clean it out, and made a fruit salad, put dried cranberries, I put mint leaves, fresh mint leaves on top, and also nuts. And then that way, if you just want some fruit salad with a little protein in it, then you get some nuts. If you don't want the nuts, you can take it off. Obviously, if you're allergic to nuts or any of these things, if you're allergic to sugar or nuts or dried cranberries, don't put these in your prepper pantry. Store what you eat what you store. I wanted to bring this video to you today because these are forgotten items sometime. We pick them up at the store on a whim, or we see candy by the front checkout and we're like, oh yeah, I want a candy bar or whatever it might be. So these are things that you can have in your prepper pantry that last a long time and you might enjoy. You can also put these in ice cream. You can let's say you chop up the orange slices, put them in ice cream or yogurt, and freeze the yogurt or freeze the ice cream, and you can have a sweet treat. It's very inexpensive if you make your own ice cream and then you dice up some of these orange slices and put them in there. And if you wanted to chop up some walnuts and put it on top, you could do that too. Dried cranberries are very versatile. You can cook with them. You can make jams and jellies with them. Add them to ice cream. Add them to yogurt. Of course, on salads, as I said. There's so many different options with just these few items that I'm showing in this video. Let your imagination run wild. See what your family likes. Ask them for suggestions. Say, hey, we have dried cranberries. What do you think we should do with them? They probably will come up with quite a few different things to do, and especially with the candy. You can make a candy kebab, and it's very interesting. You have soft candy like that, and you get a kebab stick and alternate, let's say, cherry sours and orange slices and some other candies, and that can be a dessert. It can be put on top of ice cream for a garnish, and then you can eat it. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by today. If you enjoyed this content of the video, give me a thumbs up. And in the comments below, let me know if you have some sweet treats in your prepper pantry stocked away and some nuts or dried fruit, and what you do with these. I am sure all the viewers would love to hear your suggestions. Keep prepping. Add to your preps every day if you can. Things are not going down in price anytime soon. I hate to tell you this. I wish I could tell you everything's on sale and it was buy one, get 10 free, but it's just not. Stop by again. Check out my channel. Check out my playlists on my channel. And I hope to see you really soon.